Okay guys, the Champions League quarterfinals are almost here and I need to give you my predictions because these matchups are absolutely fire. We've got Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid, Sporting versus Arsenal, PSG versus Liverpool and Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich. Every single one of these ties has something special about it. Let's just get straight into it. Starting with Sporting versus Arsenal. Now to understand this tie you need to know how both teams got here. Sporting had one of the most dramatic comebacks of the entire Champions League this season. They were drawn against Bodo Glimt in the round of 16, and for those who don't know, Bodo Glimt were the Cinderella story of this UCL campaign. Nobody gave Sporting a chance when they lost the first leg 3-0 away in Norway, 3-0. Most people, including me, thought that was it for Sporting. Game over. But then the second leg in Lisbon happened, and Sporting were a completely different team. 36 shots, 36. Compared to Bodo Glimt's 8. They absolutely dominated from start to finish. Goncalves scored from a corner to get things going. Then Luis Suarez, not that one, the Colombian one, got involved, assisted one and then buried the penalty to make it 3-3 on aggregate and send it to extra time. And from there Sporting just ran away with it. Araujo in the 92nd minute. Then another in stoppage time at the end. 5-3 on aggregate. One of the greatest comebacks in recent Champions League history. Bodo Glimt completely collapsed when it mattered most. Arsenal on the other side. They've been the best team in the Champions League group stage this season. 8 wins from 8 games in the league phase. First team ever to do that. So they skipped the playoff round entirely and went straight to the round of 16 against Bayer Leverkusen. The first leg at Leverkusen was tight. Andrich scored from a corner to put them ahead, but then Havertz won a penalty late on and converted against his former club to make it download. In the second leg at the Emirates, Arsenal were the better side. Ever Eze scored a brilliant goal. Declan Rice hit a pinpoint long-range effort. Arsenal won 3 download on aggregate and they're through comfortably. So my prediction for this one, and yes, this is an upset pick, I'm going with Sporting. I think over the 2 legs, Sporting edge it, winning the first leg at home 2-0 and then losing narrowly. Arsenal's pressing style can be figured out. We already saw it when City sat back against their centre-backs and completely nullified them. Sporting have the momentum, the belief and the home crowd behind them. Upset alert. Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich now, and this one is straight up cinema. Real Madrid barely missed out on a top 8 spot in the league phase after losing to Benfica on the final match day. So they had to go through the playoff round where they faced Benfica again and beat them with ease. Then came Manchester City in the round of 16. And a lot of people honestly thought City would edge this one given Madrid's injury problems and poor form. But I knew Madrid's aura would be too much for City to handle, and I was right. First leg at the Bernabeu. Valverde was absolutely unstoppable. He scored a hat-trick in the first half alone. 3 goals before half-time. Finished with his weak foot, nutmegged Ederson for one of them. Madrid could have made it more too, but still 3-0 at half-time and they completely controlled the tie from there. Second leg at the Etihad. Bernardo Silva got a straight red card for a handball on the line. Vinicius stepped up and scored the penalty, trolled City fans with 3 different celebrations. City pulled one back through Erling Haaland, but that was as close as it got. Convincing doesn't even cover it. Bayern Munich on the other side. And honestly right now I think they might be the best team in the world. In the round of 16 they absolutely destroyed Atalanta. First leg away in Italy, Sane, Michael Olise who's been outstanding since joining, Gnabry, Goretzka all getting on the score sheet. Then the second leg at the Allianz Arena, Harry Kane penalty, Kane brace, Leroy Sane, Luis Diaz, 4-0 on the night, 10-1. That is not a scoreline you see very often in the Champions League. So who wins this quarter-final? Real Madrid or Bayern? And look, I know I backed Madrid's aura to carry them past City, but Bayern are different. Bayern have their own aura in this competition, 6-time champions, and right now they are playing the best football of any team in this tournament. So I'm going with Bayern Munich to win this quarter-final tie 4-2 on aggregate. Bayern are going to the semi-finals, Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid now, and this rivalry has been absolutely spicy all season. These two sides have already played each other multiple times this campaign. First La Liga meeting, Barcelona came from behind to win. Then the Copa del Rey semi-final, Atletico went to the Camp Nou and absolutely hammered them 4-0 in the first leg away from home. Barcelona nearly completed the comeback in the second leg at home scoring 3, but it wasn't enough. Atletico went through to the final. Barcelona in the Champions League have been exceptional though. They topped the league phase, went straight to the round of 16 against Newcastle. First leg at St James Park, Harvey Barnes scored late to give Newcastle the lead, but then a last-minute penalty by Lewandowski pulled it back. In the second leg at the Camp Nou, Rafinha, Yamal, Lewandowski, Fermin Lopez all contributed. Barcelona won 7-2 on the night, 8-3 on aggregate. Newcastle were completely overwhelmed by the end. Atletico had their own impressive campaign. In the round of 16 against Tottenham, and look, I feel for Spurs fans, but this was tough to watch. First leg in Madrid, Spurs started their backup goalkeeper Kinski, who had an absolute nightmare, slipped once for the first goal, slipped again for the second. Third goal went in within 15 minutes. Atletico won 5-2. Kinski literally left the pitch in tears. Second leg Atletico lost 3-2 on the night, but still went 5 on aggregate comfortably. My prediction here, Barcelona win this over the two legs 5-3 on aggregate. Atletico are a tough side, but Barcelona's attacking quality is on another level this season. This will be the end of the road for Simeone and potentially Griezmann's last Champions League campaign too before he heads to MLS. Barcelona go through to the semi-finals. And finally, the one I've been looking forward to the most, PSG versus Liverpool. These two sides met in the round of 16 last season, and it was an epic tie. Liverpool won in Paris with Harvey Elliott scoring a last-minute winner. PSG came back at Anfield and won on penalties, and PSG went on to win the whole thing, their first ever Champions League trophy. Now Liverpool want revenge. PSG this season, same story as last year. Struggled badly in the league phase, but when the knockouts came around, they completely transformed. In the round of 16 against Chelsea, first leg was an entertaining 5-2 win. Goals from Barcola, Dembele, Doué and then Kvaratskhelia off the bench scoring twice in the last few minutes after coming on with half an hour to go. Second leg in London, 3-0 to PSG within 62 minutes. 8-2 on aggregate. Chelsea were taken apart. Liverpool's route here, we struggled in the league phase but still managed to finish third and skip the playoff round. Round of 16 against Galatasaray, lost the first leg away in Turkey, which was a poor result. Second leg at Anfield, completely different performance. Szoboszlai scored from a corner with his weaker foot. Hugo Bueno got another. Ryan Gravenberch off a rebound. Then Salah, who missed a penalty earlier in the night, scored an absolute worldie to make it 4-0 on the night. We were back. One more thing worth mentioning, PSG are apparently trying to get their league fixture rescheduled so they get more rest time before this Champions League match. They did it before the Chelsea game as well. That is genuinely unbelievable. No other club in any other league could get away with that. UEFA really needs to look at this. But even with all that, my prediction, this is going to be tight. We go to extra time at Anfield. And Liverpool win on penalties this time around. We get our revenge. Trust me on this one. So to sum it all up, my 4 quarter-final predictions. Sporting over Arsenal. Upset of the round. Bayern Munich over Real Madrid. Best team in the tournament right now. Barcelona over Atletico Madrid. The attacking quality is just too much. Liverpool over PSG on penalties. Revenge at Anfield. Let me know in the comments which prediction you agree with and which one you think I've completely lost the plot on. Because I know that Sporting pick is going to get people talking. Drop your thoughts below, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for the next one. Take care.